Hello and welcome to the tutorial on how to create and update the homepage slideshow here. This slideshow, how to add different artists and have them link back to the artist page. First thing you want to do is log in, and if you're not logged in, you can go ahead and do that. And you want to go just to the dashboard, and then from the dashboard we're going to look down here for Layer Slider WP. We can just click on it, or we can go to the All Sliders tab, and here we only have one slideshow, and it's this one, homepage slides. So we're going to click on that. So here in the edit page, you notice all these different slides. Those are all the different slides we have. The first slide we've been reserving for just a photo of the gallery, so you can change that at any time. And then all the other slides are each artist. And when we last met, we had explored the idea of changing the titles of these slides. Unfortunately, it looks like this version of this software we cannot do that. The update you can, but you have to buy it. So for now, when we want to find an artist, unfortunately you're just going to have to click through each slide and check who the artist is, and then if you want to then delete that slide, if they are done, then let's see, I forgot where the delete is. I think, oh yeah, here, the red X. So when you find an artist that is no longer with the gallery, you can just use the red X to delete that slide. If you want to add a new artist, the best thing to do is to duplicate a slide. Let's just duplicate this slide here as an example, and notice how it added a new slide here at the end. So now there's another slide with this artist here. That way, if we're just duplicating slides, we don't have to change all of this section here, which are the slide options. And these are the ones that are talking about the animation of how the slideshow operates. And we just don't need to get into the details of how to do all of those things. But let's just, this is the preview pane here. And then down below is where the layers are. So the first layer, layer one, is always the photo. And notice how there are several tabs here: basic, options, link, style, and attributes. Each of these goes to a different section for that layer. So if we go to the basic tab, if it's an image, you'll see it right there. If you click in that field, it'll bring up the media library. And let's say we want to change it to be this artist. Well, let's go for a vertical. That's more fun. And we just can say insert. So we're going to insert that image. There it is. So notice how it placed it in the top corner of this box. Sometimes the images are way too big and you're going to need to shrink them, and sometimes they're not quite big enough and you want to expand them just a little bit, like this one. So where we want to do that is we want to go back to layer one here, and we'll go to the style tab, and I could put in a width here. And the width is 500 pixels of this box. So I can just type in 500 px in there. And now it go ahead and it fills the box nicely. But now notice now the text here is overlapping a little bit. That's because the old image was slightly different size. So I can take this text and I can just grab it and move it, is the easiest way to deal with that. But of course we want to change this artist name. So now I want to go to layer 2, and I want to go to the basic tab. That's where the text is. And notice how there's a little bit of code here. This code here makes this look italic. And then this here is a line break to put a return there. And then this here is then the artist name. So we can just change inside the brackets. I can say new piece of art. And I can put the artist's name here as me. So then clicking out of there, oops, I can't even type. We'll there, so now I can just move it around to get it to be the right spot. And there we have it. It's all done, except we want to have this link to the artist. So we have one more thing we need to do. So we can open this up in a new tab. So the easiest thing to do, if you can right click, you can do that, or you can just open a new tab and then navigate your way there. But what we want to do is we want to go to the home page, and then we're just going to go to artists, and then we're going to find the artist in this grid that did that art. Let's just say it's Rebecca here. So now what I want to do, now that I'm on the artist that I want to have a link to, I want to copy this up here, which is the URL. So I want to copy the whole thing, and that will take the person who clicks on the link on the homepage slideshow right to this slideshow. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to skip back over here to my tab and go back down here to the layer. And I'm in layer 2, which is the text, and I want to go to link. And now I want to paste the URL right there. But I also want the photo to do that too, in case somebody clicks on the photo or the name. So if I go to the link there, I can just highlight that all and hit paste. And now they both have a link, so that if you click on either the art or the name, it'll go right to that artist thing. So now the most important thing I want to do here is I want to save these changes. By saving this, it'll actually take quite a while. Notice how this turns red. It has to go through every single one of those slides and save them. So this will take a little while. It's best not to navigate away from the page while it is doing that.